Hey, what is up you guys? Paul here over on APS Amplifier, and we've got our hands on the new Blue Eyes White Destiny structure deck. Long awaited, extremely powerful. This one modernizes the Blue Eyes White Dragon strategy for 2025. And apparently you can even buy 3 copies of this and make a powerful deck, which we're going to be doing over on the main channel if you guys want to watch that. But for now, I'm just going to actually open the structure deck. I'm sure you guys have seen this before, but I'll be taking it nice and slow so everybody can see and read and find out about the new Blue Eyes White Dragon cards. I know I've been looking forward to this for a very long time, so for me it's kind of a dream come true. First of all, you don't just get the structure deck, you actually get one additional card upgraded as a secret rare from the structure deck. By the way, the reason I'm taking so long is because I have to fight to get this thing out of the box. Yeah, okay, there we go. So let's see what we got as our card. Ooh, Wishes for Eyes of Blue, the spell card as a secret rare. But not exactly what we're concerned with right now. We're gonna take a look at the deck real quick. So, first things first, we have, we'll zoom in a little bit. You guys can really see them in all their glory. Indigo Eyes Silver Dragon, the first Blue Eyes Xyz monster, I believe. Well, I guess technically there's that one like sort of prize card like thing in World Superstars. But anyway, Indigo Eyes Silver Dragon takes 2 level 8 monsters, cannot attack directly unless it's got a normal monster's material. Anywho, if it's Xyz summoned, you get to negate the effects of all your opponents' face-up cards they currently control. So this could be a great way to kind of, just turn off the board, make a big comeback. And you can attach a material from this to target a normal monster in your grave or banishment, special summon it, and it gains 1,000 attack. So a great way to go for a nice dramatic finish. Spirit with Eyes of Blue is the new Link monster on the block. Takes a level 4 or lower dragon or spellcaster, and this is a Link 1. You know, those are always really good. So you can only special summon dragon monsters while it's face up on the field. Anyway though, if it's Link summoned, you get to take a Mausoleum of White from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the GY. So, typical Link 1 that grabs a field spell, very nice. You can tribute this card, special summon a Blue Eyes monster from your hand or GY, but if you special summon an effect monster, it can't attack and its effects are negated. Maiden of White. So this is the new light tuner. You can send it from your hand or field to the grave, place a true light from your hand, deck, or graveyard, face up in your spell and trap zone. If you summon Blue Eyes White Dragon, while this card is in the graveyard, you can actually special summon it. And if this gets targeted, then you get to summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon or a level 1 light tuner from your GY. So she's just doing everything for this deck. She's searching, she's being a tuner, she's reviving, she's recurring. Things are great. Wishes for Eyes of Blue, this was what we got as a secret rare as well. So you discard a card and add a level 1 light tuner and a spell/trap that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to your hand. Of course, except another copy of this. I like this new trend that structure decks have where they they have you like basically discard a card to get like 2 of the things you need as opposed to these spells just doing 1 of the things you need. Speeds the strategy up a little bit. Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. So this is the new Synchro boss monster. It takes 2+ tuners and a non-tuner Blue Eyes monster. So what level is this? This is level 12? Okay, so you'll have to kind of increase your monster's levels a bit, or maybe find a way to cheat it out. Your opponent can't banish cards from your GY. Also, when a card effect is activated on the field, you can negate the activation, and it'll gain 1,000 attack. If this gets destroyed by battle or a card effect, you can summon a light dragon monster from your GY. Cool. Neo Kaiser Seahorse, a retrain of Kaiser Seahorse. You control Blue Eyes White Dragon, you just get to special summon it from your hand. You can target a light tuner you control and increase or decrease its level by 1. So that could theoretically make it a little bit easier to summon this guy. Also, if this card gets sent from the field to the graveyard, you can send a Blue Eyes or a monster that mentions it from your deck to the grave as well. So all kinds of setup and extending going on here. Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons, just a normal spell that summons in defense position 1 Blue Eyes monster from your deck, grave, or banishment. However, if you don't control Blue Eyes White Dragon, then you have to summon Blue Eyes White Dragon. So in that way, it's sort of similar to like an Eldritch card, like Scarlet Sanguine, if you remember those. Anyway, you can also banish it from your graveyard to do a fusion summon, which is very awesome. You just gotta make sure that it includes a Blue Eyes monster. Majesty of the White Dragons, this is a trap. Show up to 3 of the Blue Eyes White Dragon in your hand, face up monster zone, or graveyard. Destroy an equal number of cards your opponent controls. You can banish this from your graveyard, ritual summon a ritual monster. So basically, these 2 cards effectively, like one does fusion summoning and one does ritual summoning from the grave. Very clever design, Konami, I approve. And now these are some older cards, I assume, that we've mostly seen before, but we'll go through them pretty quick. So first and foremost, there's the Blue Eyes White Dragon. They did Broke Neck artwork, one of my favorite love to hates. Blue Eyes White Dragon in the tablet art, not my favorite, not that exciting. And Dark Sided Dimensions Blue Eyes, which I like, but I always felt like, I guess I didn't like how like white it looked as opposed to blue, even though I know it's like Blue Eyes White Dragon, but just a preference of mine. I'm allowed to have those, right? All right, Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon, Dragon Spirit of White, Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, and Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon. So you got two different ritual monsters going on here. I feel like Chaos Max is still generally the better one. It's bigger, basically very hard to deal with, does double piercing. Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon, the White Stone of Legend and the White Stone of Ancient. So this is kind of getting into your level 1 tuners. And they actually give you not 1, not 2, but 3 Sage with Eyes of Blue. This is a really great starter card. When it's normal summon, you get to add a level 1 light tuner from your deck to your hand, so it's probably going to be Maiden of White. And also you can discard it and send an effect monster from your field to the graveyard to summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck. And that does target, so that can also trigger your Maiden. Very fun. Master with Eyes of Blue. Dictator of D, another Dictator of D. This is actually a pretty decent starter card as well. You have to control a Blue Eyes monster, and it'll let you choose the targets for your opponent's attacks. But more importantly, you can send a Blue Eyes White Dragon from hand or deck to grave to summon this card from your hand, so it's a cool self-starter. By pitching a Blue Eyes or a card that mentions it, you can summon one from your grave. Nibiru the Primal Being, so we're getting into some of the hand traps. You get Nibiru, you get Ash Blossom, you get double Effect Veiler, which is also cool because this deck can search Effect Veiler. Sage with Eyes of Blue can grab that, among other cards. Chaos Form for your ritual summons, Ultimate Fusion for your fusion summons if you don't want to use the new cards. Interesting, they actually give you 2 Ultimate Fusions. The Melody of Awakening Dragon for grabbing Blue Eyes to your hand. Mausoleum of White is the old field spell that gives you an extra normal summon of a level 1 light tuner in addition to your once per turn normal summoner set. You can also power up a monster in the field, and if this card is in the grave, you can banish it to grab a Burst String of Destruction. Not too bad. Oh yeah, there's Burst String of Destruction. You also get 2 trade-ins for draw power because you're going to have some pretty hefty dragons sitting in your hand. Called by the Grave. Cool, got to stop the hand traps. True Light, so this is what Maiden of White's usually looking to put on the field. It protects your Blue Eyes from targeting. Specifically, Blue Eyes White Dragon cannot be targeted with card effects. And if this goes to the grave, your whole field gets nuked, so be very careful and protect it. Anywho, once per turn, you can either special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand or graveyard, or set a spell trap from your deck that mentions it. But it's gonna have a different name than the cards you control, and in your grave. A little bit nerfed compared to Eternal Soul that the Dark Magician gets. Ultimate Creature of Destruction, Destined Rivals. These are 2 sort of familiar trap cards if you're a Blue Eyes player. Infinite Impermanence, a really good hand trap to have. If you're buying 3 of these, you'll definitely want to use all 3 of those. And I guess a couple more extra deck cards. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, the OG. Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon. This actually is a little bit easier to summon than the others because it only takes 2 Blue Eyes. And it can attack twice. And it can't die by battle, it can banish things the whole time. Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon is also kind of easy to summon, surprisingly. So basically, you can special summon it from your extra deck by just tributing a Blue Eyes White Dragon that's equipped with a fusion monster. And we actually know that we can equip our Blue Eyes with fusion monsters, since that's what Wishes for Eyes of Blue does. Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, this is the old Blue Eyes Synchro monster that you might be familiar with. Stops your opponent from summoning 2 or more monsters at the same time, so like no pendulum summons and certain other effects. It can negate a graveyard-based effect, and it can tribute itself to special summon a light dragon synchro from your extra deck in defense position. But it gets destroyed during the end phase of the turn, so gotta be a little careful about that. Azure Eyes Silver Dragon, kind of a typical thing that you'll be summoning with Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. And then they actually give us Heraldic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres, which is just a generic 2 dragons, and you can tribute a monster from your hand or field, usually itself, to bounce a card on the field, so that can be a good disruption against your opponent. And then when this gets tributed, you can summon a dragon from your hand or deck, but its attack and defense becomes 0. So it'd just be a great way of summoning out any of your Blue Eyes cards, really. Also, you can play Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, or Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, or scan this and learn more about the deck. So, That's the Blue Eyes White Dragon structure deck, more specifically called Blue Eyes White Destiny. I'm really excited to try this deck out, take it for a spin. We're going to be playing it in a bunch of different videos over on the main channel, Team APS. So make sure that you subscribe for any of that. You might want to watch little Blue Eyes, right? Who doesn't like that? I think this is going to be a great product to bring a lot of older players back into the game because everybody loves this card, and it kind of brings it up to modern strength. And you can power it up with some bestial cards. I know people have been playing Primite, but that's a little bit pricey. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down below in the comments if you're building this deck, what direction you're taking it, and all the rest. All right, see you guys in the next one. Fast turn.